Please welcome Jim Schmidt and Lynn Westergard. Come on up, gentlemen. Good to have you here. Thank you so much. Thanks for being here. Thanks for making it down here this morning. How you guys doing?
We're doing great.
Good. Well, obviously, is Mesa home for you now?
It is.
Where are you from originally, gentlemen?
Utah, actually. Been here about 30 years, though.
Oh, okay. Well, you're a native.
I am.
And I was born in Montana, raised in Minnesota, went via San Francisco to here, and been here for about 30 years.
Oh, cool. Well, welcome, and glad you're here at Mesa Morning Live. Any little interesting tips we don't know about you that would our audience would maybe enjoy? Any little background information? You don't have to share. This is you have the right to remain silent. Do you have families?
We do.
Okay.
I have 8 children.
Well,
maybe a cool little tidbit is when I first got my accounting background, I spent a lot of time with Bill Hewlett and David Packard of HP.
Oh, cool.
So some really cool experiences where I got my estate planning and tax structuring love. So
He's a tax guy, and so 8 kids means 8 deductions.
deductions.
Yeah.
That's what 5 male deductions, 3 female deductions. I like
Absolutely.
that. Well, that's
Absolutely.
cool. Well, let's get right into some of the questions that I know it is that time of year. I usually start on my taxes about April 12th. But some of these folks are way ahead of me. With the steady stream of changes that are coming out of D.C. regarding tax policy, what does that mean for these folks?
Well, the good news is that if you're making less than $250,000, your tax rates are basically unchanged from what they've been before. So that's good news. Now, if you're making over 400, they went up dramatically, and we got lots of complexity, and you need some tax planning more than ever.
Well, that pretty much affects everybody in this room. Oh, you don't mean collectively? Okay. All right. Well, cool. Anything you'd like to add to that?
You know what? One of the greatest tax guys around, so.
Okay. I like the way he defers. This is genius.
There are some great things, though, for individual business owners.
Okay.
So it's a great time to buy new equipment. You can write off 100% of your purchases, up to $500,000 for profitable businesses. So it's a great time to buy new vehicles. A lot of different things that they might be interested in. So there are some good things.
Okay. Anything else that somebody can do? Okay, we're a month out, roughly. Is there any last-minute stuff you can do to try and lessen your burden?
Well, you can always, if you qualify, the IRA deduction that you can pay by April 15th. Business owners can do a simplified employee pension type contributions. So there's some things you can do, but most of it you have to do before the end of the year. Okay. So see your tax planner early, hopefully us, but it's more important than ever to plan and to take care of those things early in the year.
Well, since you brought it up very subtly, where are you located here where these folks can come see you, or where's your web presence?
www.schmidtwestergard. No, that's not even it.
Wait, let's edit that out. Roll 2, go.
sw-cpa.com.
Okay, perfect.
Perfect.
And that's where your web presence is. Where your offices?
We're located in downtown Mesa, 77 West University Drive. Our largest clients are centered throughout the valley, but we've always been a Mesa firm for over 40 years. So
very cool.
We love the East Valley.
We hear a lot about spending cuts. That's been a huge topic on every news channel. What does that mean for Mesa? What does it mean for these folks?
Well, it's interesting. I have 2 sisters in Virginia. They figure Virginia, 73% of the people in Virginia will be affected. So I think it's more widespread than we think. I'm not sure what the percentages are here in Arizona, which is less defense and government oriented, but it's probably significant. But we'll see what happens.
I think it can be very personal, depending on who you are and how you're affected. Unfortunately, too, I think that generally there's so much media coverage out there about it. I think there's lots of fear. I mean, there's lots of unknowns. But for those that are infected or impacted individually, I think it could hurt a little bit.
And you see this economy kind of percolating, and there's a little bit of a pullback, wondering how this is all going to play out.
Well, keep in mind that most of the audience here is small business owners or people involved in small businesses. Just as a little survey, how many people think there's not enough red tape involved in I saw one hand go up. I think he's just wanting more food. With all the red tape that's going on, is that a big complaint that you hear a lot about?
Yes, although Mesa's getting better, actually, so compliments to Mesa, but in general, government red tape is skyrocketing.
I think the federal has just increased. I think our state and local have done a great job to kind of counteract that.
I think nationally, Arizona's viewed as a pretty business-friendly state compared to maybe our neighbors to the west.
Yeah. Absolutely. They're the worst in everything, government, tax law, but we like to plan around it.
Oh, good. Well, they're all moving here for that reason, so that's good. Keep it up, California. We enjoy the transition in here. If you're looking to buy, sell, or grow your business, and I'm speaking for the audience here, what should they be looking to do?
Well, maybe a couple of tips. If you're an S corporation and have recently gone to an S in the last 5+ years, this is a great year to sell your business. But there's a number of strategies there that you probably too complicated to talk about in this arena. But it's important to look at that. This might be a good year to sell.
Okay. You know, we got a couple of minutes. I bet we've got somebody with a question. You got your experts right here. Anybody got a question you'd like to have answered? Everybody's dialed into their tax situation. Good for you. Oh, here we go, Debbie.
I have heard that some of the laws, new laws, aren't even, the counties can't even file yet because some of them haven't even been determined yet or they haven't been figured out yet.
Well, the law was passed on New Year's Day. A lot of it was retroactive, so there's a real big problem with the IRS and getting forms and instructions and everything. This week they released, I think, the remaining 29 forms, so you can finally file your tax returns. So there's been some delays that way. So there's a lot of retroactive provisions, but we're in pretty good shape now. We know what those are. Whenever there is law change, regulations always come out later on and clarify what Congress really means.
And if you get audited, I'm just asking for a friend. What's good policy? Contact you guys, and then
Absolutely.
Will you accompany me or my friend to that audit?
We do a lot, but you're such a reputable guy. We don't want you with us when we go to the IRS.
You guys are good.
But usually a business owner is really proud of their business, and they say things they shouldn't say. So we represent often businesses that get audited with the IRS.
Now, if I do get audited, should I show up with both sets of books? It's a joke in case you're watching this. Hey, guys, I know you're busy. It's that time of year for you. Thank you so much for popping in, and come back to Mesa Morning Live sometime.
Thank you, Mark.
Ladies and gentlemen, big round of applause. Thank you. Good job.